Have you ever noticed how, after 65, time feels more precious? Each day becomes a gift, and every choice matters more than ever. It's not about adding more years to your life. It's about adding more life to your years. But here's the thing. Sometimes, without realizing it, we hold on to habits or mindsets that quietly steal our joy. That's why today, we're going to talk about 6 things you should consider stopping after 65. These aren't restrictions. They're gentle reminders. Small shifts that can help you feel healthier, happier, and more connected to what really matters. So, let's walk through them together. 1. Stop ignoring your body signals. After 65, your body speaks more clearly than ever. Stiffness, unusual fatigue, shortness of breath. These are not just aging. They're messages. Nancy, a 72-year-old grandmother, ignored her back pain for years. She thought nothing could be done. But finally, her daughter encouraged her to see a doctor, and it turned out to be treatable. With a little therapy, Nancy now walks daily with her friends, pain-free. She said, "I wish I had listened sooner." The truth is, listening to your body is not weakness. It's wisdom. These signals are invitations to care for yourself so you can fully enjoy the years ahead. 2. Stop isolating yourself. Loneliness is one of the biggest threats to seniors. Research shows it harms not just the heart, but also memory and mood. Tom, at 75, withdrew into silence after losing his wife. He thought no one could understand his grief. But a neighbor invited him to a gardening club. At first, he resisted. Then he went. And slowly, laughter, companionship, and purpose returned. He later said, "I thought I was just joining a club, but what I really found was family." Connection is life's medicine. Even one phone call, one visit, or one group can open the door to healing. 3. Stop holding on to regrets. By this age, we all carry what-ifs. But regret is a heavy suitcase that only steals today's joy. Eleanor, in her 70s, regretted not finishing college. She felt less than for years. But eventually, she chose to let it go, reminding herself of the love she gave, the family she raised, and the lives she touched. She said, "My worth was never in a diploma. It was in the way I lived." The past is a teacher, not a prison. Releasing regret is a gift you give yourself. 4. Stop avoiding new technology. Technology can feel overwhelming, but it's not the enemy. It's a bridge. Nancy once resisted it, but when her granddaughter moved away, she learned a video call. Now she reads bedtime stories across the miles and sees her granddaughter smile in real time. She admitted, "I thought technology would make me feel out of touch. Instead, it made me feel closer." You don't need to master it all, just one step at a time. Technology isn't about replacing the old ways, but adding new ways to stay connected. 5. Stop comparing yourself to the past. It's tempting to compare yourself to your younger years. But life now is not about speed. It's about depth. Tom once felt sad that he could no longer do heavy carpentry. But instead of focusing on what he lost, he began teaching kids in town the basics of woodworking. He discovered that wisdom, not strength, was his new gift. Your value isn't measured in youth. It's in resilience, perspective, and love. So instead of asking, "What did I lose?" ask, "What can I celebrate today?" 6. Stop putting off joy. How many times have you said, "One day I'll take that trip"? After 65, someday must become today. Nancy dreamed of singing in her church choir, but always said she was too busy. At 73, she finally joined. The first time she sang, tears filled her eyes. She had been waiting for happiness that was always within reach. Tom, too, found joy in planting roses with his granddaughter. He said, "I used to think joy was about big achievements. Now I know it's about little, perfect moments." Joy is not a luxury. It's essential. Don't delay happiness. So, those are 6 things to stop doing after 65. Not to limit your freedom, but to expand it. Freedom from pain by listening to your body. Freedom from loneliness by staying connected. Freedom from regret by letting go. Freedom to connect by embracing technology. Freedom from comparison by honoring today. And freedom to embrace joy right now. Life after 65 isn't about endings. It's about living wisely, deeply, and fully. So, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these spoke to your heart? Have you made one of these changes yourself? Share your story in the comments. I'd love to read it, and others will too. And if this message touched you, please subscribe, and share it with a friend. Because no matter your